Good afternoon. I'm Westchester Deputy County Executive Ken Jenkins. This is July 17th, and this is our weekly media update. County Executive George Latimer is out of the county this afternoon, and it is my privilege to be here with you this afternoon. First, we want to start with some sad news. It's with profound sadness that we share the news of the sudden passing of our beloved CBS 2 meteorologist and Mount Vernon native, Elise Finch. We wish Elise's family, specifically her parents in Mount Vernon, James and Charlotte, all of her friends, her family, her husband, her daughter, her sister, the friends, and many of her colleagues, peace during this very, very difficult time. Once again, Elise Finch, sudden passing over this weekend, WCBS meteorologist. We want to move on and talk a little bit about all the things that we have going on in Westchester County for the week. Certainly the weather has been up and down on us. Hopefully everyone paid attention to the many, many warnings that we had, especially given on any of our parkways that have a body of water in its name. I know we say this many times. The county executive always makes sure to mention. All of our parents told us the same thing, to make sure that we were prepared in those kind of things. But a body of water name in the parkway name is going to have a flood in it. So please be careful, and we want to make sure that all of you have gotten through these very, very difficult times as far as the weather has been concerned. Our Youth Bureau hosted its third annual Invest Fest on July 11th at the county's Ridge Road Park in Hartsdale. More than 20 youth-serving agencies and over 300 youth were in attendance. This year's fest kicked off a series of events with the theme, Invest in You, symbolizing the importance of self-care and belongingness. Invest Fest was created in 2018 by the Executive Director of the Westchester County Youth Bureau, Dr. Damia Harris-Madden, to create community cohesion and expose youth to many different offerings that the county has to offer. 25 different Invest stations run by Invest in Kids program staff facilitated a variety of interactive experiences to keep our youth motivated and moving, ranging from live animals, games, to include charades, giant Jenga, and football. There were STEAM activities, science, technology, engineering, arts, and math activities, inflatable archery, environmental learning, selfie stations, mask and jewelry making, interactive hip-hop workshops, and a live DJ. Again, it was the third annual Invest Fest by our Youth Bureau, and again, 300 of our youth had an opportunity to participate. This week, we have coming up at the Westchester County Center on July 18th, we're going to have the Diverse Ability Job Fair returning back to the County Center. This was born out of an initiative to combat the nationwide high employment rate among our folks with disabilities. Westchester County continues to support all community members through its Diverse Abilities Job Fair. That's going to happen this Wednesday, again, July 18th. It's going to start at 10 a.m. and it will go from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. 10 a.m. to noon is going to be the open house. And then there's going to be interviews that are from 1 to 4 p.m. The hiring event will bring together representatives for over 50 different employers and resource providers. You must be pre-registered to be a candidate with disabilities, to be able to have a conversation and have those individual interviews with employers. So take that time now to make sure that you pre-register. Again, that is going to be on the 18th, July 18th, again from 1 to 4 for the job interviews, and an open house from 10 a.m. to noon back at the Westchester County Center. This weekend, we're going to have at Kingsland Point Park, we'll have an opportunity to share the thoughts from around the community on the wonderful Kingsland Point Park. This is another county facility. It has so many different things that happen in it. There's the Catherine Davis Riverwalk Center, and that's going to be from 10 until noon, but it's going to have two different sections in it. From 10 to 11, there's going to be an English hearing, an English public hearing, that's from 10 to 11, and then from 11 to noon, it'll be in Spanish. That again is at Kingsland Point Park's Catherine Davis Riverwalk Center. That's at 266 Palmer Avenue in Sleepy Hollow, and it's going to be your opportunity to make your voice heard, to be able to see how we can look for the future of Kingsland Point Park. You can send your comments certainly to communications@westchestercountyny.gov if you can't attend in person, but it's going to be a great opportunity to give your public input for the future of Kingsland Point Park. You know, we have a lot of things that are going on there. It's a great combination with our friends from the village of Sleepy Hollow, their entire team that currently manages the park. We're going to continue to have this discussion as we work on the Riverwalk and the beautiful Hudson River Riverwalk, and we get ready to reopen that Kingsland Point Lighthouse. So it's going to be an exciting time. Make sure to take some time to come out 10 to 11 in English for the public hearing and 11 to noon in Spanish. Speaking of parks, our parks have been continue to be open, and except for this past Sunday, the weather has not stopped activities from moving forward. Usually thunder and lightning makes a difference, and that will slow things down, and that will be when we need to evacuate and make sure we get all the folks out of parks to keep them nice and safe. This weekend, we had our Irish Heritage Festival that was canceled because of the weather. We had Bicycle Sunday be canceled because of the weather. So again, pay attention to all those social media sites as well as the county parks website to be able to know that things are not going to be moving forward because of weather-related activities. But besides that, all of our facilities, all of our parks, our pools, the beaches, the golf courses, they have been open and people have been enjoying them. On a day like today, we want to make sure to tell people to make sure to hydrate and drink plenty of fluids as they're out and about because of the high humidity. And in some cases, we may have some air quality issues where people that have specific concerns, health concerns, will have to take extra precautions. But overall, the parks have been blowing up, and there's lots of folks that have been attending them throughout the year. Our park attendance, when it's not raining, is ahead of where we were last year. The raw numbers are behind because we've had so many weather-related issues over the time over the summer so far. But take advantage of the nationally accredited award-winning park system. It's your park system, and you should be involved. So coming up this week at Glen Island today, all of our pools and parks are going to be open from 11 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. That's Saxon Woods, Wilson Woods in Mount Vernon, the Sprain Ridge Pool, and the Brook at Tibbetts, both in Yonkers. Again, those are going to be open every day, weather permitting. No admittance after 6 p.m. and parking fees do apply. Proof of Westchester County residency is required, and there are no pets allowed. This week, 17th through the 20th, Park and Read is going to be at Glen Island Park in New Rochelle. That's going to be from 11 to 11:45 a.m., and it's going to be held at the grassy area outside the bathhouse. That's Pavilion 1 in case there's inclement weather. So again, it's going to be able to be inside. It's a read aloud program aimed at fostering a love for reading in our young children. It was in Wilson Woods last week. The county executive, George Latimer, was there doing some reading. It looked like a great opportunity. This week is in Glen Island. The time again, 11 to 11:45. It's interactive storytelling in English and Spanish. It's free admission. However, the children must be accompanied by a guardian. It's not a drop-off and come and pick up at 11:45. You must be present throughout the time. And again, Rosie Finizio and the team are doing a great job with the Park and Read program. This week, it's at Glen Island. For those that like to make sure to get their walk on, you have the Mall Walk at the Westchester here in White Plains. That's on Tuesday, tomorrow, July 18th. And Friday, July 21st. That Mall Walk is in the Westchester. It's from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. And you can sign up at the retail level 2 at the fountain. So it's the horse fountain at retail level 2. It's going to be in, and you can get your steps in no matter what the weather is. And on a day like today when the humidity is high, you might want to take advantage of that. But again, make sure to hydrate no matter what. We have a new program that's happening with our parks with Zumba Classes at Kensico Dam Plaza. That's free admission and free parking, and it's led by Steve and Anina Jones. Again, 6:30 to 7:30. Get your Zumba on at Kensico Dam Plaza, and we have so many other things that are happening going through this weekend. We have this Saturday coming up on the 22nd, at noon. So after you go to Kingsland Point Park, that you can go to Family Fun Day at the Brook at Tibbetts. That's going to be from noon to 4 p.m. You're going to have a great time. There'll be a DJ present. We'll have a lot of fun activities that are happening. But again, admission and park fees do apply. Westchester County residency is required, and again, that's weather permitting. Let's keep our fingers crossed so that we can get a full weekend in without having any weather-related downtime. So we have our farmers market for those folks up at the Muscoot Farm area. That's going to be every Sunday until November 19th. That starts at 9:30 in the morning, and it ends at 2:30 in the afternoon. Muscoot Farm up in Somers. That weekly farmers market supports our local farmers and sustainability efforts in our area, featuring more than 20 local vendors each week. You never know who you're going to see when you're up at the farm. Sometimes you see the county executive, sometimes you'll see me, and sometimes you'll just see the local residents. And again, you can be surprised by who might show up there at Somers Muscoot Farm. We decided, County Executive Latimer initiated and made sure that we had bicycle Sundays throughout the month of July, and then we're going to go through August without having bicycle Sunday, and then come back in September and go right through October with that. So bicycle Sundays are on the beautiful Bronx River Parkway from White Plains to Yonkers, right at Scarsdale Road in Yonkers, going up to Main Street in White Plains, and you get a chance to bike, jog, ride, or walk, skate the parkway from the Westchester County Center bound to Scarsdale Road. It's been a tradition since 1974. It's a great opportunity to get out and play in your nationally accredited award park system. So that's going to be so much fun. This weekend, and the county executive had his both heritages on display. Right, first the Irish Heritage Festival, which got postponed. They don't have a new date yet. But this Sunday, one of our other largest festivals where we can have manja and we can have a lot of great food at the Italian Heritage Festival at Kensico Dam Plaza. That's going to be from 12 to 6 p.m. Again, July 23rd, this upcoming Sunday. Will join us to celebrate Italian culture. And remember, when we have all the heritage festivals, we are all part of those festivities, and so we're all going to be Italian on Sunday to be able to celebrate Italian culture. You'll have some dancing, arts and crafts, some ethnic food, and special activities for children. The festival is held, again, rain or shine, depending on that weather. If it gets to the place where there's thunder and lightning, the park might shut down for a few minutes, or may get canceled altogether, since we had those tornado warnings this past weekend. Keep our fingers crossed. Seating is informal. Bring your blankets, folding chairs for seating on the lawn. No coolers will be allowed. And again, that is free parking and admission at Kensico Dam Plaza. Upcoming on Friday, this Friday, July 21st, at 7 p.m., we're going to have this opportunity to see a Freedom Concert. This is going to be so much fun, and here we are with a video to explain some more about our Freedom Concert that's coming up on July 21st at 7 p.m.
Hi, I'm George Latimer, Westchester County Executive. There's nothing I love more than taking a weekend drive and listening to the greatest hits from yesterday. That's why I'm inviting you to join us for the Freedom Concert, Friday, July 21st, 7 p.m. at the Westchester County Center. Come hear talents like Tony Orlando, Jay and the Americans, Bobby Wilson, Dennis Tufano, Charlie Thomas's Drifters, Just Nuts, and the Chicklets. Tickets can be purchased at Ticketmaster.com. Get your tickets today, and I'll see you there.
This is going to be an exciting opportunity that is part of the American Legion's 100th year. So it is a great opportunity for you to get involved. Because of that, we're offering a 50% discount when you use the discount code 50OFF for 50% off. So concert tickets at all price points are going to be 50% off by utilizing that. If you go to the Westchester County website, it's a Ticketmaster link, and you have a limit of 4 tickets per person. And again, this is going to be exciting because they'll have talent like Tony Orlando, Jay and the Americans, Bobby Wilson, Dennis Tufano, Charlie Thomas's Drivers, Just Nuts, and the Chicklets They're going to all take the stage at the Westchester County Center. And again, this is going to be the first time the American Legion is going to be held in Westchester County. And at the County Center, now that it's back open and upgraded, it's going to be an exciting time and a good time for those people that have the connection to all of these great groups. You know, you can tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree and see Tony Orlando and that whole team starting at 7 o'clock on Friday the 21st. Again, those tickets are available at 50% off, and make sure you have a limit. It's a limit of 4 tickets per person. So again, that's going to be a great opportunity. And to get there, some of you may want to jump on the free Beeline buses that we have throughout the summer. Those fares are going to be fare free until the end of the summer, at the end of Labor Day weekend on September 4th. This is something that we have done, and County Executive has initiated to take some burden off of Westchester County residents, but more importantly, to get you a chance to see the many different places and things and spaces and things to do around Westchester County. It's also available for paratransit. Those are also covered by the free fares until September 4th. And again, they stop right at the County Center for you to see our Veterans Day concert on the 21st at 7 p.m. With that, we want to make sure to keep our transparency up when we talk about our asylum seekers with the migrant update. So we usually save this for the end of our presentation. Today, we have in Yonkers, we have 90 rooms that are occupied, 162 adults and 93 children in those 90 rooms. The provider that's working there says that there's no children that are over 5 years old there at this present time. Again, that's in Yonkers. In Ardsley, they have 34 rooms, and that has 59 adults, 11 children. And again, the provider there says that all children are under 5 years old. And in White Plains, there's 27 rooms that are occupied, 58 adults and 25 children. And again, once all of the children are under 5 years old. Many of the facilities have local providers, so for those of you that have connections to our various nonprofit providers, and whether those are ones for support services or whether those are trying to help people with ESL, English as a Second Language, or anything else, there are many nonprofits that are also trying to provide that level of support. Take that opportunity to reach out to your local community to help out the asylum seekers and those folks that are migrants that are here in our country that we're trying to help support as they're trying to navigate through this system. With that, I'm looking at Tony here in the room with me today. If there's no questions, make sure for those members of the media that have additional questions for us in Westchester County, you can reach out to our outstanding communications team. Carolyn Fitino and Joe Scamato have the comm this week, and the entire team is here available to you to answer any questions. With that, I'm Ken Jenkins, Deputy County Executive. We'll see you all next week on Monday for our next weekly update. Stay safe, everyone.